And so to the final big mountain day of this 2018 Tour de France, over 3 of the race's most iconic climbs. The Col d'Aspin, the Col de Tourmalet, and the Col de Bisque. A decisive day coming up in the fight for yellow. So just over 200 kilometres to cover between Lourdes and Laruns, taking in the 3 most visited cols in Tour de France history. A decent looking breakaway of 6 riders led the way after around 20 kilometres. One-time GC hopefuls Bob Jungels and Adam Yates, both among them. They were soon joined by several splinter groups containing a handful of potential stage winners. Julian Alaphilippe, Gorka Izagirre, Bauke Mollema and perhaps Mikel Nieve. A number of GC teams also getting a man in the break, just in case. Heading up to the Col d'Aspin then, there was a group of 18 men at the front, leading the peloton by just over 3 minutes. Katusha Alpecin making sure that they didn't get too far ahead, looking to defend Ilnur Zakarin's GC position. As the green jersey Peter Sagan continued to struggle after his crash 2 days ago, polka dot jersey Alaphilippe was the first man over the Aspin. The Frenchman mathematically wrapping up victory in the mountains classification. Heading on to the Tourmalet for the 82nd time, there was a bit of action in the main group. Zakarin streaking away, and he would quickly be joined by Mikel Landa, Romain Bardet and Rafał Majka. That quartet soon had a minute on the yellow jersey group. Meanwhile, Alaphilippe picking up another 20 points atop the Tourmalet. The undisputed King of the Mountains 2018, perhaps thinking about the Super Combativity Award as well. By the Col de Bordeaux, Landa and Bardet had caught up with the leading group. At this point they had 3 minutes on the main group, putting them virtually on the GC podium. But the favourites soon began to up the tempo. Robert Hesick on the front here for his Lotto Jumbo teammates Primož Roglic and Steven Kruijswijk. And the gap was down to 1 minute and 50, heading up the Tour's very last climb, the Col de Bisque. That was when Tom Dumoulin launched his attack. Roglic and Geraint Thomas straight on his wheel, but Chris Froome was once again struggling. Only 4 men left up at the front, Landa, Majka, Bardet and Zakarin, with a 30-second lead at the Col de Soulor. In the final part of the Obisque, Majka tried his luck. The 2-time winner of the polka dot jersey, the first man to the summit, but the big guns soon reeled him in before launching into the final 20-kilometre descent. Well, once he set off, nobody would catch Roglic. The former ski jumper surging down the slopes toward Laruns, where he would claim his 2nd Tour de France stage win. Thomas in 2nd place. Well, Roglic only took up cycling in 2012, but the Slovenian is looking increasingly like a potential Grand Tour winner. After overall victories at the Tour de Romandie and the Tour of the Basque Country this year, he's now moved onto the Tour de France podium ahead of Chris Froome, the 28-year-old adding to his win on stage 17 of last year's race.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, obviously I had legs today, and yeah. Somehow I was thinking, hey, shit, if you really don't use it then, and yeah, I just really tried a lot of times, and finally at the end I went away then on the descent.
Roglic taking the stage win and picking up 10 valuable bonus seconds, 6 for Thomas, who pipped Bardet to 2nd place. The day's big loser in the GC was Nairo Quintana, who finished over 7 minutes down. In the GC, Thomas still leads Dumoulin, now by just over 2 minutes, while Roglic goes up to 3rd ahead of Froome. Quintana slips down to 9th. That means that Kruijswijk is now in 5th, just 3 seconds ahead of Landa. Stage 20 will see the riders go head-to-head in this year's only individual time trial, a rolling 31-kilometre pedal through the Basque Country from Saint-Pé-sur-Nivelle to Espelette. The Col de Pinodieta, 900 metres at over 10%, should spice things up. It'll be the final battle for GC position before Sunday's arrival in Paris. Thanks very much for watching, and do join us again on Saturday.